Hey, welcome back guys. So I had about 3 days to play around with this thing, just set it up and kind of transition all my stuff over from the Pixel. If you're moving over from an Android to an iPhone, there is no way I found that you can actually transfer your WhatsApp data. WhatsApp on iOS uses iCloud, and on Android it uses Google Drive as its primary backup method. So just to note, you might want to email some of your important conversations if you use that app. The move to iOS app did not work either, as it hung up on trying to connect to my iPhone. Probably an app thing. Nonetheless, I was really disappointed in the transitioning phase. It was a bit rocky to start, and I pretty much had to find some unorthodox ways to get my text messages transferred over. But finally, I have most of what I need to use this phone on the daily, and so far I am loving it. I've been using it paired with the Apple Watch, and I gotta say, the iOS ecosystem has some very distinct advantages. It just feels overall refined and fluid when navigating through the OS. The last time I was on iOS was when the iPhone 6s came out. So the phone is a lot heavier than my Pixel 2 XL. I'm usually used to holding it over my face just before bed, but the fatigue after holding this device for a while started to grow. And I felt like I had to change hands or even change my position in bed to continue using it. I mean, maybe I'm just weak, but I hold my phone over my face a lot. And I drop it on my face a lot. I feel like this would probably put me in a concussion. If you have smaller hands, you should probably go for the 10s. So the screen. I want to talk about this specifically because I'm blown away by the clarity and vibrancy of it. That 6.5-inch display is probably the best display I have seen, period. Everything is crisp and clear, and that blue tint that some people are complaining about, I don't even see it. I've been watching some movies on this display and they look fantastic. I know everyone's talking about the notch on the screen and hating on it, but it doesn't really bother me at all. And it's also personal preference. So it might bother some people and it might not. In fact, I even try and zoom in on videos whenever I can to fill the entire screen. And let me tell you about these speakers. I can probably show you an example, but you really need to listen to them in person. The stereo effect makes this a dream to actually watch movies on. I played a bit of Galaxy on Fire as well, and some other games. You can totally hear the left to right stereo effects. The Pixel 2 XL's dual front-facing speakers don't even come close for some reason. I mean, have a listen for yourself.
Before lockdown, or Cecilia will put me in the hole. He loves putting me in the hole.
So battery during the first couple days was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, I did a lot of YouTube, gaming, photography, and general day-to-day stuff like checking emails and social media. I streamed some music in my car as well too, and overall I am pretty impressed. Screen on time averaged at about 4 to 5 hours, so if you don't use your phone much, expect it to hold a charge for a bit longer. Oh, and I should mention, I have the Apple Watch paired with it as well. Now, my initial impressions on the camera. I am extremely pleased with the back camera so far. They took some amazing shots, sometimes even matching my Pixel 2 XL. Apple's post-processing softens the picture a bit, which I wish Apple would change. For some reason, Google's post-processing algorithm just beats Apple every year in this area. Here are some shots I took within the first couple of days to give you guys an idea. Overall, this rear shooter is pretty awesome. I will do a more extensive test in the next couple days and report back to you. The front-facing camera, however, is not so great. I said this last year about the iPhone X, and nothing seems to have changed. Slightest movements will make your photo blurry. You can pretty much say goodbye to any sort of clarity at all if that happens. I can already tell you this will be bad for quick shots with friends. Everyone will have to be completely still. And even when it's not being moved, it is not so clear. Compared to my Pixel 2 XL's front-facing camera, I'm just so used to the clarity on that shooter that I don't know, it may be a deal breaker for me if I'm deciding to move over. I'm sure you've already heard about the whole post-processing debacle on the front-facing camera that's flooded the internet. They claim it's some sort of beauty mode, aka #BeautyGate. I thought I was a bit crazy here, but it's true in a sense. It's not much of a beauty mode. It's really just Apple's poor attempt at post-processing. It tries to overcompensate for noise and makes the photo look not as sharp. I really hope Apple brings out a software update to change this. I'll keep testing this and let you guys know if it still bugs me in a couple days, but at the moment, I mean, it could possibly be a deal breaker for me because I'm just so used to that front-facing camera's quality. I've also been hearing some recent rumblings of charging in standby, or the lack thereof. I can tell you guys I've not had that issue yet, and I've been using the cable since day one. I'll do some wireless charging in the next couple days to mix it up a bit, but so far so good. That's not to dismiss the fact that the issue still exists. It probably does, but I haven't experienced it with this specific unit. I'll link you guys down below to some articles on the so-called BeautyGate issue and the standby charging issue as well too, if you want to learn more about it. Other than that, I don't really have much to add, so I'll see you guys in about 4 days. If you haven't seen our day 1 video, I'll link that right here. And for any of you guys who are new to this channel and have just stumbled upon this video, we are doing a 4-part series on the iPhone XS Max and just reviewing it over 15 days. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all our videos. Like always guys, I'm Jerry the Tech Venger. Don't forget, when it comes to tech, the Tech Vengers are there. We got your back.